Next, where is our Cierra?
Come on, Cierra!
Cierra, give it up for her. Clap it up. Clap it up.
Hi. I literally wrote this on the way here, so bear with me. Hi, my name is Cierra Kernan, and I just turned 17. I was born in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and I moved to Vermont when I was 2. I've been here ever since. I faced microaggressions left and right, and really understood what my community subconsciously wanted me to play, the role that they wanted me to play at a young age. They wanted a quiet, tame, whitewashed girl, but I am anything but. When I have something to say, you will hear me, and what I am telling you right now is that I can't breathe. I cannot breathe with the hands of my oppressors wrapped around my neck. No, I do not just mean the police. I mean every time someone asks me if this is my real hair. When it's assumed that I don't have plans after college, or if I do, it's human services. I cannot breathe with everyone behind me whispering in my ear, does she look too black? Does she sound too white? Can't I sound like me? Is she drawing out her words? Is her hair neatly done? Am I listening to the right music? When I drive, do I see the grim reaper that bears its red and blue lights screaming that this might be the end? Am I too loud? Am I not loud enough? If I am loud, how come no one is hearing me when I scream for justice? When I scream for equality? For every time a person of color looks at TV, scanning the screen for someone to relate to, when there's not a color in the crayon box that matches my skin color. I cannot breathe when I am watching all of these protests on social media, wondering why the news is no longer flooded with videos of the police shoving tear gas down the throats of those on the front lines, and why we are once again, as protesters, being thrown into the category of violent and short-tempered. I cannot breathe when I am flooded with questions and statements about being a minority in Vermont, when I know I do not speak for everyone. Everyone has their own experiences. When I know that there are black people with darker complexions than mine that struggle more, and I know that if I say one wrong thing, my entire argument and everything I have been fighting for alongside all of you beautiful people turns to dust. I cannot let that happen. We cannot let that happen. Not with the children in ICE who are being kept in cages and released as homeless and into the broken foster care systems without their parents, most of them without a lick of English. Not while black sons and fathers get pulled over wondering if they're going to make it to the dinner table that night. Not when Yemen is not getting any news coverage with no help from COVID-19, and when Palestine was wiped from the map only a couple of days ago and no one seems to talk about it. Not when the Muslims die in Chinese concentration camps. This is a movement. Yeah, this is one movement, but it is a gateway to many more. It opens so many discussions, and it gives me the power to say what I want to think. And what I want to say is that there is racism in Vermont. Yeah. It's not just the racism of what you've seen years ago, of people being fire hosed. It takes many forms. This is echoing, I'm sorry. It takes place in microaggressions. It takes place when you call me the whitest black person you know. It takes place in me when you say, am I invited to the cookout? Well, you're saying that. No, you're not. You're not invited to my cookout. You do not get my mac and cheese. Go somewhere else. It's microaggressions when you ask me about the racism I face and then say that you do not take place in that racism. That because we helped in the Underground Railroad, racism doesn't exist here. There's no segregation. We are not oppressed. I am oppressed. I'm oppressed in the forms where my father was pulled over last month just because they didn't see his expiration sticker. From 1,000 feet away, they saw a black man driving a car and was like, that's a reason to pull him over. When my father has been pulled over and I am sitting at home wondering why my dad is taking so long to get home, is he okay? Are my cousins in North Carolina okay? Are they okay when 30 minutes away in Fayetteville, there is the KKK openly marching against this movement? To ignore everything that is going on disgusts me. And I would like to share a quote with you from Malcolm X. I don't know what on me is echoing. Okay, the quote from Malcolm X is that you cannot hate the roots of a tree and not hate that tree. And I would like to apply this to slavery. You cannot hate slavery and not hate how it has affected our country. How is not that the police station was built to hunt slaves that were running towards the northern border for freedom, and that they are still here today with only slight amendments. Slight amendments. Sure, the uniforms changed, but their mindset has not. Their mindset is that they are above the law, and that they can hold your life, my brother's life, in their hands and crush it like a bug. My brother could be gone in a split second. He'd be another name that we march for. He'd be another story that we have lost. Another child that was taken too soon. Someone not remembered. And I'm standing here today to not let that happen. It shouldn't have happened in the first place. I am here to march for me. I am here to march for you. I'm here to march for you. And I'm here to march for every life that has been taken away or oppressed in the 400 years of slavery, racism, and oppression, because nothing has changed. It has taken a new form, and we refuse to acknowledge it, and that's why I'm standing here today. And I will not stop standing. I will not stop getting back up from being knocked down. I will not stop being as loud as I can until there is justice for every person of color on this soil.